Hello there. It is Saturday, you know what that means. Welcome on in, my name is Kira Kennedy, and we are live with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet shiny hunting, as well as some ranked battles. How are y'all? How are y'all doing today? Sorry, I had to run upstairs I had to get some stuff done last minute. But how are y'all doing today? I had a long day. I got my hair cut, as you could probably tell. I got my hair cut. Got my hair cut today. So that was something that happened, and now I'm doing a Sawaddle hunt before we head up onto the ladder. There is a surprisingly small amount of Sawaddle around this proposed Sawaddle out. Thank you very much, James. That's good to hear you had a good day. I am still laughing about the fact that dumbass Matt Riddle got himself fired. Right. This is not even part of the outbreak. Oh, that's not it. Right, dumbass! Right there. There are not a lot of What were you up to today, James? Come on. There's not a lot here. Here. Fucking. There we go. Jesus. There are not a lot of waddle around here. No, they're there. Just, there's a lot of weaving in between trees to get to some of them. Maybe it would be different if there was less rain right now, but you know. Okay, we got a whole bunch of Sawaddle over here. We just gotta hope we can move it around the trees. Right there. Right there. Jesus Christ. Never cared for Matt Riddle. I had to come up with a solution for a wonky oven. Fair enough. I mean, with me... It wasn't until recently where I kind of stopped caring about Riddle, but like some of the stupid shit he's done, like I couldn't help but laugh at the fact that he basically got himself fired. I also managed to order the Wrestle Dream pay-per-view, which surprisingly is also like the last few AEW pay-per-views. Although, to be fair, I booked time off for, I booked time off the day before All Out. Like, the last few AEW pay-per-views, this is going to be happening on a weekend where I don't have to work on the Monday. So, live reaction to the Wrestle Dream pay-per-view is probably going to happen. Which that so far is, like, I feel like there's still a few matches that need to be announced for that show. Because right now I think the only matches confirmed are Aussie Open and FTR. Swerve and Hangman. Proven Hangman. And Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. Which, now that Tony doesn't have to pay Punk money, like, firing CM Punk probably freed up a lot in Tony Khan's budget to be able to afford the final countdown for future pay-per-view entrances, I think. Because, like, the final countdown costs about as much as a lot of the contracts he's brought in just to license it the way he did for Forbidden Door, and and most likely for All Out as well. Okay, let's see. Do we have any... Oh boy. This is not the most ideal place for, There you go. I think with Riddle, the big problem with him was also kind of the thing everyone loved about him, where, like, his kind of zero fucks attitude was what really drove people to him as a wrestling fan. Unfortunately, like I said, that can be a double-edged sword, as was kind of proven with everyone's favorite Cookie Monster. No, wait, that would be Cookie Monster. Never mind, you know what I mean. And now Omega Jericho and... Oh, wait. Why did that get deleted? Oh, you retracted the message. I didn't know you could do that on YouTube, in YouTube chat. I didn't know you could do that in YouTube chat. That's interesting. Right, yeah, no, it's probably gonna be Omega Jericho and I guess Daniel Garcia taking on... Wait, who would be the third man in that? Because the Don Callis family only really has Konosuke Takeshita and Sammy Guevara. Unless they bring Ospreay back, and I don't think they do that because even though this is a joint show with New Japan, they've got a show happening in on the same day. New Japan has a show happening on the same day, so they can't use a lot of those top New Japan stars. And Ospreay would definitely fall into that cat, especially considering I'm pretty sure he's defending against Yota Tsuji that same night. I guess it would be in the afternoon, but still. And Kota Ibushi versus Don Callis family. Ah, okay. They confirmed Ibushi's gonna be part of that too? I mean, it makes sense considering Callis said Ibushi was going to be Takeshita's next target. But yeah, again, who's the third person in that on the Don Callis side of things? Because they won't be bringing in Ospreay. He's got a match with Yota Tsuji that day, and I don't care what kind of logic you use, there's no way you can go from a match in Japan to a match in Seattle that quickly, unless even if they started the show, the jet lag on Ospreay would be fucking terrible. lot of Swaddle here that don't seem to be part of the outbreak. This is just a bad place to place an outbreak, I think. Like, it would make more sense to do it a 2-on-2 at that point of, Kenny and Jericho versus, Takeshita and Guevara. And then build up to that match with, Takeshita and Ibushi at Full Gear. Come on, One Piece. Right there, dude. Unless they get, like, a surprise new addition to the team. Unless Darn Callis gets another surprise addition to the team, but... I don't know, I don't see that happen. Like, I know they set up, like... They must have set up that match at Rampage. And I'm sure... Or they probably made the match official tonight on Collision. Because I just realized it is Saturday. You do know what that means. What? One Piece, where are you? Dude, you were looking right at it. Come on, there you go. Jesus, I gotta finish the entirety of One Piece in the time it took for okay. Alright, sandwich time. You can use a grass sandwich here, I think. And a little further up the hill. Nick. I need a bug sandwich, and oh god, that's cherry tomato. No, grass sandwich. That's worse. That is worse. I need to save before I do this. You know, I'm gonna make a bug sandwich because it's nighttime, and there's still a chance I can catch, let me say, while I'm out here. So that would be cherry tomatoes then. X creative mod. 1 cucumber, 1 pickle, 3 cherry tomatoes. And I'll just go 2 salty again. Okay, cherry tomatoes are gonna be a pain in the ass to work with, so we're gonna try to space out these cucumbers. We can use them as a kind of buffer for the cherry tomatoes. Uh-oh. 4. Okay. 5. Oh! 6. 7. 8. Okay, so hopefully that shouldn't affect the sandwich too much, but if it didn't, I'll have to reset. Alright, hopefully that's level 3 for all. Sparkling encounter title, we're good. Oh, Renfield. Yeah, I've heard of that. I want to see that at some point. Cause that looks really good, or like really funny. Like, I think Nicolas Cage is at his best when he just stops giving a fuck. And Renfield seems like one of those movies. Like, he's still a phenomenal actor. But, like, I love that he's doing more movies like Renfield, like Mandy, like, I'm sure he'll be in Beyond the Spider-Verse once the strikes are done. Gonna come over this way, Akira Power Slide, and oh, and there was another one. What is it? The incredible weight of overwhelming talent. The one he did with Pedro Pascal, where originally Pedro Pascal was apparently going to play Nicolas Cage. And Nicolas Cage was going to play a Nick Cage fanboy. That was apparently the original treatment, and then they were like, nah, you know what, let's just do Nicolas Cage play himself, turned up to 11. So, or more so than Ghost Rider was, let's put it that, or Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance was. Because to me, there's two movies where Nicolas Cage is basically parodying himself at that point. The first is Spirit of Vengeance, the second is Face Off. We have Nicolas Cage acting like a guy who's acting like Nicolas Cage. Acting like John Travolta, pretending to be Nicolas Cage, I should say. And you have John Travolta, probably still before, like, he started doing, like, a lot of those really crappy movies. Like, I would assume Face Off was probably a couple years before Battlefield Earth, where he was, like, at his hammiest. Once the strikes are done, I'm hoping to continue to take what's left of them. Oh, here's the thing. The strikes aren't affecting indie movies, right? It's only... The only thing that's considered struck content is stuff that would be distributed by companies represented by the AMPTP, right? The stuff that's on Netflix, stuff that's distributed through Netflix, stuff that's, you know, produced by Disney or Sony or Warner Brothers. Like, I think the WGA and SAG-AFTRA actually have a list of struck content on their website, right? Like, I'm gonna have to look at that list at the end of the month if the video game strike, if the SAG-AFTRA strike extends out to include video game voice actors. Like, I already know, like, if those strikes go through, I can't do The Quarry, because that's produced by 2K, which is under the umbrella of Take-Two Studios, which has already been shown to be struck content if those strikes go through. So, saying you can't work on your movie because of the strike isn't exactly true, because you're not... It's not like you're getting distribution through Warner Brothers or Netflix or Disney, right? You want to do this completely independently, right? So, the thing about the strikes is that, like, unless you're union, if you're not in you know, the WGA or SAG-AFTRA, it shouldn't be too much of an issue for you. And with your movie, as long as you're providing, you know, the stuff that they're asking for, WGA and SAG-AFTRA. Do I stand? Ah, okay. I mean, that's fair. That is fair. That is fair, and that is... I think that's a very good mindset to have with that as well. I hadn't even thought about that, to be perfectly honest. The idea of like, oh yeah, okay, so until they get paid, I'm not gonna... That's fair. Oh crap. Oh crap. Your detour. Okay, we're good. I mean, that's fair. To hold off on working on it in solidarity is, I think, a very honorable thing to do. Oh, sorry. Another game I know I can't do when it comes if that strike, if the video game companies get added to the list. Kingdom Hearts is gonna have to go on hold for a long time, so I wouldn't be able to start. Now, granted, I still need to buy the next game in the timeline, which I think is 2.8, A Fragmentary Passage. I think that's the next game in the timeline. I'd have to check with Max on that one. And of course, there's still the movies, which are basically just a compilation of the cutscenes from I think it was Recoded. But that's something I can just watch in my spare time. Yeah, I'll admit, like, the strikes are part of the main reason why, there's a lot of stuff I haven't... Actually, I wouldn't even say that's not the main reason why there's a lot of stuff I haven't watched, but, like... I definitely haven't talked about, like, especially a lot of stuff that's been happening with Ahsoka. Or, apparently it started getting really good, but, you know... I don't know, I feel like talking about it is technically... I don't know, I'm not, like, fully informed enough on that to be able to say whether or not my talking about that would be... Like, I'm obviously not a huge social media presence, so maybe me talking about it won't make much of a difference, but I still don't know for sure. And if I don't know, I'd rather just say nothing until the strikes are done, right? Which is going to be a real pain in the ass when the Marvels happens, because the Marvels is like the next big movie that I'm really excited for. It's gonna, like, and I think Loki Season 2 to a certain extent as well. Like, those are two movies that, like, it's gonna take a lot for me to not just start gushing about those once I see them. But yeah, I'm, like... There's also a sense of morbid curiosity in me to see how, those schmucks from Chicago are handling the strike. But, if I'm perfectly honest, I'd still rather not go watch their stuff even out of morbid curiosity. Because if my time as a WWE fan has taught me anything, morbid curiosity, 9 times out of 10, just leads to disappointment. That's an Ekans. Which time I got left on? Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Alright, so I think once this sandwich is done, I'm gonna take a break from this outbreak, and I'm gonna head up on the ladder for a bit. Knowing those chuckleheads. Probably. It's probably true, because, like, especially given the fact that, you know, the man who the CEO of that company made such the lack of accommodations he made when they were making their anniversary films. It wouldn't surprise me if, like, well, I'm sure, like, Malcolm and Tamara probably stand with the unions. I could absolutely see the what was the term they used in the document? The bald-headed pig fucker. I could absolutely see him being an absolute douche about it, because he just everything about him screams unprofessional douchebag. I think that's what he's been called, the bald-headed pig fucker. Yeah, he was called that in the Google Doc. I can't remember who it was. It was probably one of the podcasts, one of the people, one of the former podcasters who said it. Especially considering the podcasts were the ones who, besides the blistered thumbscrew, I think the podcasters were probably the ones that got hit the hardest out of everyone. Like with how that site was run. Like, I know it was one of the podcasters where he just straight up said, well, why would we care if you... No, we don't want you saying anything because nobody comes to our site to listen to your podcast. Which is a very short-sighted thing to say, I think, especially considering, you know... I think the thing they were asking for, it happened not too long after, or either not too long after or not too long before, that hiring spree they went on. I can't even call it hiring spree, because they only pay a handful of people, and most of them are in Doug's immediate crew. You know, like, you know, off the top of my head, Malcolm, Tamara, and Rachel were probably three that got paid directly. I know when, what's her face? She used to do the shark jumping show. I can't remember her name off the top of my head right now, but I know she talked about how she was getting paid, but it was below minimum wage. That was why she left the job not that long after. Or at least what minimum wage in Chicago would be. And I think minimum wage is on a state-by-state basis. Like, I think it's that way here in Canada too, where it's like a province-by-province basis, where on what minimum wage is specifically. But who else is there? There's Walter is another guy. He's part of the crew, but he does produce his own segments. Like, I think from what I understand, he does like a whole month-long retrospective of the Twilight Zone in October every year. And the only reason I know about that was because I stumbled across some video essays on Demo Reel when a couple of months ago. And they talked about how for one of his Twilight Zone retrospectives he had a bunch of the cast members as demo reel members, like, or, you know, reprise their roles from demo reel, with the exception of obviously Rachel, because she's in California now, but. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. about halfway through this sandwich. Gotta be here somewhere. I mean, it would make sense too, because he covers a lot of the '90s stuff. Like, I know for his top 5 countdowns, he'd done, like, the ones I'd found about him were the ones when he was talking about Power Rangers, the original Mighty Morphin, the original season of Mighty Morphin, I should say. Speaking of Power Rangers, actually, apparently the first episode of Cosmic Fury, the intro, they released not just the intro theme music, but the beginning of the first episode. They put it out online, I guess, to help hype what's probably going to be the final season of the current Power Rangers timeline, I guess we can call it, since they're probably going to do something new now that they're A, no longer filming in New Zealand, and B, like, basically rebooting the series now. Supposedly rebooting the series after Cosmic Fury. Since they don't have that deal with Toei anymore. Which, I mean, to be completely honest, I think with Dino Fury in particular, they were really, really cutting back on the Sentai footage. For that season. And since Cosmic Fury, pretty much I think the only Toei footage they're using is the Zords from Q Ranger, which is a space theme Sentai. Like, I think even the suits are completely original. I think for the first time since, I want to say, the A Squad in Power Rangers SPD. Because I know the A Squad featured pretty much the in-space helmets and some hockey gear. Heck, I'm surprised they didn't really go all out and just really cheap out and use painted Nerf blasters for the A Squad's weapons. Because 9 times out of 10, painted Nerf blasters is what, like, really cheap sci-fi or really low-budget sci-fi projects use for weapons. Alright, so what I'm thinking is, if I don't get Sowaddle here by the time the sandwich is done, I'm gonna go back to the bus stop and I'm gonna make a grass sandwich. I think they're still going to use toy footage when... I mean, Canada is a likely option because it's usually a lot cheaper to film in Canada than it is to film in the States. It's also possible they could go to Europe, but I think because they were talking about the possibility of having to switch over to union actors. I mean, I think ACTRA, the Canadian acting union, is usually pretty tight with SAG-AFTRA. I can't say for certain. But they'd definitely be using union writers for whatever the new season is. Although I think they use union writers in general. Because I remember Jungle Fury happened during the last WGA strike. But I mean, it's entirely possible he could go to Vancouver. Vancouver would probably be the most likely, because that tends to be the go-to. Like, the first Tim Story Fantastic Four movie, from 2000s, that was filmed. I think both actually were filmed in Vancouver. I know a lot of the WWE films that the Miz did were filmed in Vancouver, like Santa's Little Helper and can't think of any others off the top of my head. Arrow was shot in Vancouver. I would assume the Flash and a lot of the other Arrowverse projects were as well. Except for Supergirl. I know Supergirl specifically, they used the farm from Smallville, the farm set from Smallville for Clark and Lois's house. Which, so by extension, that also would have been for what was the Arrowverse Superman show called? I can't remember. Although, I mean, if I remember correctly, Smallville used a lot of Canadian actors as well, so Smallville might have been filmed up in Canada. Or up here in Canada. Superman and Lois. Thank you. I know there were a lot of DC projects that were filmed here in Toronto. Oh, I'm not in Toronto, but I say here in Toronto because it's just easier to say you're from Toronto if you're in Ontario. But there were a lot of DC projects that were filmed in Toronto, like Suicide Squad. I think Joker was filmed here in Toronto as well. Again, I say here. I'm not in Toronto. I'm a couple hours north of Toronto, but a lot of the live-action Resident Evil movies were shot in Toronto. Specifically, there's actually one of the TTC subway stations is actually used as a set a lot of times because like I think there's a fight scene that takes place in a subway station in, I want to say, Retribution. That's a location known as Spadina Station. They've actually got like an extra floor that they use specifically for movies, so they don't have to. That they use specifically for film shoots, so they don't have to shut down the entire Young University line, which goes through Spadina Station. I think even Bulletproof Monk was shot. Oh no, Bulletproof Monk was definitely shot in Toronto. But they I think also used Spadina Station. I don't know if you ever seen Bulletproof Monk, James, but it was Chow Yun-Fat and Stifler from American Pie fighting Nazis, which is kind of stupid but also kind of awesome. Or, well, no, it's not stupid. It's awesome, but it's kind of a bad movie, but it was kind of awesome at the same time. Oh, I don't want to make a sandwich. Why did I? Come on, how much time do we got left? 6 minutes. There was actually a point where I wanted to review Bulletproof Monk for my YouTube show, back when I was still doing that regularly. Oh my god. That's a movie, again, it's Not the greatest movie in the world, but I kind of low-key love it. Oh, that ain't it. I'm sorry, am I interrupting something? Let's go up to Loyalty Plaza and we'll... That should actually force a spawn reset. Hello. Oh, toxic. Oh, well. I suppose I could always pick that up again later, but for now, back to Apple Hills. Oh, I'm pretty sure that didn't force a respawn. Picnic. Yeah, I remember I was talking. Remember my first job. I was talking about it with I was talking about the movie with a friend of mine. Sorry, with one of my coworkers who's like an absolute jock type. Doesn't watch a lot of nerdy projects. He was a very big fan of Friday Night Lights. Like he was, you know, he was doing minor league hockey at the time. And he was looking. I think I remember him saying, like, if he ever got drafted, if he ever got drafted by the NHL, he wanted to play for the Panthers. But, like, you know, I was talking about Bulletproof Monk, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's got this guy Chow Yun-Fat and John William Scott. He's like, oh, who's that? Stifler from American Pie. Stifler! That was his exact reaction. You know, he was the stereotypical jock guy. He was like, you know, liked a lot of sports related stuff, and then I won't say stereotypical jock guys watch American Pie because you did a whole retrospective on American Pie, if I remember correctly, on the American Pie series, I should say. Yeah, I remember my parents rented it on DVD when I was a kid because they thought I'd like it. Because when I was a kid, I loved kung fu movies, and like, honest to God, like, if I were to redo my guilty pleasures list, that would probably be pretty high up on that list. Yeah. I'll look at the leaves. How much? 2 minutes. Oh, well. I just lost Ozerba at this point. One last reset, and then I'm gonna head down to the bus stop and head up to the ladder for a bit. Because I haven't gone on the ladder in a while, and I need to start getting some more practice in for Toronto Regionals. especially since, like, I'm starting to kind of have a team in mind for... I'm starting to have some ideas for what I want to use for my regionals team. No, leaf is too green, is too bright. For more of a forest green. Less than a minute. We're already starting to get Starly showing up, so the sandwich is starting to wear off. Alright, I'm pretty sure the sandwich is done at this point. Head to the bus stop. I'll have to use a grass sandwich when we're here. Oh yeah, Poke Portal. Battle Stadium. Ranked battles. That was a drop. Better team. Oh shoot! I need to put the assault vest back on Kenshiro. There's my Caesar. There you are. Oops. There we go. Poke Portal. Battle Stadium. Ranked battles. Oh yeah, let's go Ogerpon for now, I guess. Oh wow, that's a real, well, not real high rank, but higher rank than I am. Ogerpon. Wait, what? Why is Ogerpon now allowed? Okay, well, obviously we're bringing Mama Bear in. Mama Bear and Usagi. Beth. And Grogu. How did Ogerpon get on the ladder? We're only on Regulation D. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to look up the allowed Pokemon on Regulation D, but I don't think Ogerpon... I figured Ogerpon wouldn't be allowed on the ladder. That's one of the newer Pokemon right now. Okay, we've got Grogu and... Interesting, okay. We've got Fluttermane and Landorus. Alright, we're gonna protect. And I'm gonna set up the Trick Room. Battle data. Night battles. Eligible Pokemon. Yeah, Ogerpon should not be on the list. Eligible only. Yeah, Ogerpon shouldn't be on that list. Thank you, Bulk. Okay, we got the Trick Room up, which is good. Okay. I'm gonna Facade you, and I'm gonna go for the Lunar Blessing. Because I have a feeling you're Terra Grass. Means, yep, that's Landorus. Yep, you're terrestrializing. See, I've learned my lesson when it comes to Iron Hands. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna... Oh, Terra Water! Interesting. Now, Facade probably won't take this out from this range. Okay, I don't get my... Yeah. Okay. Easy enough to handle. We're gonna Protect. We're going to Lunar Blessing. I'm not gonna Terrastalize. I'm not gonna Terrastalize Ursaluna. But I'm gonna try to heal her up. Thunder Punch, okay. U-turn. Alright. Go Torkoal, swap in. Let's go for the Headlong Rush, see if I can get a clean swap in. We're gonna Terra Grass Solar Beam. Now that is going to hurt, unfortunately, because... Oh, you know, I just realized I could easily swap into Fluttermane now. But if they're smart, they would swap in... They would swap out Landorus. Okay, so Choice Specs boosted Solar Beam should take out that Iron Hands. Sweet. So their Terra's burned. If I can get a crit on... Oh, well. That's unfortunate. That's Fluttermane. Oh, Gastrodon. Okay. Gastrodon? Really? And Landorus. Another attack drop. It's fine. Going to double into Gastrodon, to be perfectly honest. Oh, smart. I should have taken out the... They're probably going to U-turn out again, because of course they would. Okay, I have an idea. Trick Room's done, so that's a problem. They don't have their Terra, but they have a speed boost. And, yeah, like I said, Trick Room's done. Go for the Headlong Rush. Now try for the Solar Beam. That's fine. That is less so. Ugh. Maybe I should have brought in Kenshiro, to be honest. We have Fluttermane. Alright, so I'm gonna YOLO on this one and go straight for the Earthquake. We're gonna protect. Alright. Yeah, there's a good chance I'm not getting through this one. Wow. Ugh. Well, that's it. Ugh. Yeah, in hindsight, if I hadn't Terra'd, if I hadn't Terra'd my, and they're gonna double protect, aren't they? Oh, you bitch. Like, I don't even know why they're being an asshole here. They are being an asshole. They did not need to let my stupid yawn go down. I would have gone down to the Shadow Ball. And they fucking know it. You're an asshole, buddy. You're a fucking asshole. You're an asshole. I'm pretty sure you're a cheater too, because Ogerpon should not be allowed on the ladder yet. Regulation E doesn't officially start until... Regulation E doesn't officially start for another week. Again with Ogerpon, what the fuck? Okay, well, we'll leave with Razor and Kenshiro on this one. And bring Grogu and Beth back. How the fuck is Ogerpon on the ladder right now? That bugs me. How is Ogerpon and the legendaries will be, if they're and the other legendaries, if they're allowed on the ladder, by all intents and purposes, so should a lot of the other transferable Pokemon. Doesn't make any sense. Ooh, that works. Rillaboom and Houndstone, okay. Alright. Go for the Bleak Wind Storm. And I'm going to swap. I'm going to swap into Torkoal. It's weird that you would lead with Houndstone, though. Because Houndstone does better further down the ladder. Ally switch. Interesting. Interesting choice. I didn't know Houndstone got ally switch, to be honest. Haha! Okay. 4 times. Okay, one of those has to be Shell Bell. Oh no, wait, no, never mind. I forgot about grassy terrain. Alright, let's go for the Heat Wave to avoid the spread damage again. They're probably about to swap. Nope, no swap. No fake out, it looks like. Well, they can't fake out. Grassy Glide, though. Doesn't do much. That was a crit, though. Last Respects doesn't do much because nothing got taken out yet. Life Orb, okay. Interesting. But yeah, I'm not surprised that Grassy Glide Rillaboom's already... And now that Rillaboom's got Grassy Glide again, that's gonna be seeing a lot of play. Ogerpon. Okay, so that gets an attack boost. Alright, go for a Protect here. And I just want to get a clean swap into Flutter Mane. Or, honestly, probably Kenshiro. Ivy Cudgel. We're going for... Oh, okay. I can't burn... Wow! That did a lot to Ogerpon. Alright. Let's send in Urshifu, because it looks like they're going to double in. And... Actually... Go for the Bleakwind Storm, because I'm still faster. And then we'll swap in Urshifu here. Because worst case scenario, I lose Tornadus. I still should be... Okay. Spiky Shield. Smart. Doesn't hit you. But it hits Gyarados. Speed drop. Dragon Dance. Well, that's unfortunate. How many turns of Tailwind do I have left? One turn of Tailwind. Okay. Gonna protect. Going to go straight for the Aqua Jet into Ogerpon. Get that thing off the field now. You can't Spiky Shield 2 turns in a row. Oh shit, that didn't do much. Okay, well, I can't freeze, so that's good. Alright. Tailwind. Terragrass Aqua Jet. Because that'll still hit I might take damage from the Spiky Shield. Or Terra Water Aqua Jet, sorry. I'll still take damage from the Spiky Shield, but I'll be able to take out that Ogerpon real easy. I'd be blowing my Terra right away, but honestly, it's better than nothing. They might think that because... Alright. I'm actually surprised they haven't terrestrialized yet. Yeah, they haven't terrestrialized at all. Oh, it didn't go for the... It didn't go for the Spiky Shield. Interesting. Cause like I know Unseen Fist would hit through Spiky Shield, but that's fine. Actually, in hindsight, I probably didn't even need to terrestrialize, but it's fine. It's fine. I still win. They're honestly probably confused as to why I have Booster Energy and, Taunt. Because why not? And Moonblast. Alright. That's very weird that Ogerpon's on the ladder so soon before before Regulation E starts. That's so weird. What's Brent got? Ogre Pond again, Kel Surprise. Alright, oh, might as well just go with the same strategy as before. Grogu, Razor, Beth, and Kenshiro. Worst case scenario, if they leave with Rillaboom again, we switch into Grogu. Or not Grogu, Beth. Yeah, Mama Bear and Usagi suddenly not as helpful with a lot of these strategies, it's looking like. Tornadus and Rillaboom. Oh wow, okay. It's almost a mirror, practically a mirror match. Okay. Alright. Go for the taunt on Tornadus. And swap into Torkoal. We're gonna have to avoid using our Terra for a bit. Fake out, okay. Sting. Oh, damn. They out-taunted me. Okay. Well, let's just go for the Bleak Wind then. Bleak Wind, Storm, Heat Wave. What the fuck? That's twice I lost the speed tie. Wow. Alright, who's next? Who's coming in? Urshifu. Of course. Well, if I could get a burn, that would be great. Ooh! Cool, Tornadus is gone. No burn, though. But the good news is, I can Terra Grass now. Landorus. I'm gonna really need to Terra Grass now. Alright, Bleak Wind. Terra Grass, Heat Wave. That's all I got. Because I don't wanna swap in any of these hard. Although I probably shouldn't have terrestrialized Torkoal, to be honest. But if I can get a burn, that'd be great. I swear to God, if Torkoal flinches here, I'm gonna stop being so fucking polite. Okay, good. No flinch. Misses Landorus, which ain't great. Burn. Damn. Okay. Fine. Swap in. Go for the Ice Spinner on Landorus. And the Heat Wave again, because why not? Landorus, I think, might be Scarfed. Because there's no way it would have been able to outspeed... outspeed Razor like that. It has to be Scarfed. As long as I don't flinch. Boom! That's done. Terrain's gone, although it's coming back almost immediately. Fluttermane in there. I still have my Terra boost. Oh, not my Terra boost, my Photosynthesis boost, no matter what. Ice Spinner on... Nope, not Ice Spinner on Urshifu. Ice Spinner on Rillaboom. And go for the D-Gleam. What should you hunt? Jungmoo. If you have the DLC Jungmoo. How you doing, Werewolf? Okay, you're terastallizing. Terra Water? No. Terra... Grass! Pokemon Violet? Okay, Jungmoo. Okay, you're protecting your Urshifu. Dazzling Gleam should take out Rillaboom at this range, to be honest. Oh, it's Assault Vest. Too bad you didn't go for the Grassy Glide there, bud. So sad. And there goes your terrain again. Jangmoo? Jangmoo. Dragon with a little heart on its head. It's pronounced Jangmoo. Jang. J-A-N-G Mo-O. Alright, and fuck it, we'll go for the Moonblast. Doesn't matter. Done. They can't beat both my guys. Alright, bud. No. I put it in chat. That is what you're hunting. Right, let's go up for another one. Got some good ranks in there. Ooh, shit. That's... Why am I suddenly seeing so many Ogerpon on the ladder? They shouldn't be... I feel like it shouldn't be here yet. Alright. You know what? Instead of leading with Razor and Kentra on this, I'm gonna lead with Beth and Grogu. Try something different. Actually, that's a bad idea. Screw it. I'm already... No. We're doing Razor and Kenshiro, putting in Beth and Grogu in the back. Alright. It's so weird though, like this is the third or fourth team I think it's the third team I've seen with Ogerpon. When like I don't think Ogerpon's able to go on the ladder until the end of the month. Until next month, I should say. Until the start of next month. I don't know, I'm gonna have to check that out next ladder session I do, because I'm gonna take a break after this one. Alright, we got Ogerpon and Tornadus leading. Interesting. Alright. I'm gonna go straight for the Terra boosted Surging Strikes, I think. And Tailwind. Popping my Terra this early isn't usually a good idea, but I want that Ogerpon gone. So they got their own Tailwind up. Jesus. It's fine. It's gone, so that's all that matters. Maybe I should have taunted. But yeah, that Terra was definitely necessary. Alright, who's next? Dragonite. Okay. Gonna Aqua Jet the Dragonite, break that multi-scale. And I'm gonna taunt the Tornadus. They're still deciding what they're gonna do. They're terastallizing, okay. Are they busting out their Terra Norma already? Huh. Interesting. Which means they're gonna E-speed. Which means that's a choice band. That's gotta be choice band Dragonite. There we got the taunt. But this is gonna do a lot more than... Which is good, to be honest. Icy Wind. Interesting. Okay. I know the perfect way to test whether or not this is choice band or not. Although if it was choice band, I'm pretty sure it would have taken out Tornadus with that Terra boost. Alright, we're gonna test this. Dazzling Gleam. help. Do that for me. Okay, it's Choice Band. That pretty much confirms it. Sword of Ruin, eh? Well, thank you! Number one, that breaks your Choice Scarf. Or Choice, yeah, it breaks your Choice Scarf. Oh, that's unfortunate. I should have, in hindsight, probably would have been a good idea to go for the, probably would have been a good idea to go for the, what do you call it? Alright, go for the Protect here. Because I have a feeling that, it's interesting, though, that you would bring in Tailwind, Tornadus alongside Choice Band E-Speed Dragonite. Such a weird combination, to be honest. Although Icy Wind over Bleak Windstorm is interesting. Okay. Oh, no, you have Bleak Windstorm as well. Okay. Well, that should take out Tornadus, hopefully. Oh, yeah, okay. Now comes the tough part. Because if that Dragonite has, actually, to be honest, it's probably not even that tough, because Dragonite could easily E-Speed Torkoal, and then take out, then Shenpao could take out Fluttermane. It did not. Ah, damn. That's Earthquake. Balls. Yeah, Choice Band Dragonite. Bit overkill in combination with Tailwind, but can't say it's not effective. All right, I'm gonna head off the ladder for a bit, I think. Also, for the record, anyone who is just joining in, a simple hi, hello would be nice before you come in with questions like, what should I do with this? What should I do with that? You know? And then don't make fun of me for the way I pronounce shit. Seriously? Don't be an asshole. Nah, I'm done for I'm done for a bit. All right, let's make a grass sandwich here. Or I can do a bug sandwich again. It's nighttime, so I'm gonna do a bug sandwich again. Create 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 2 salty herba. Ooh, we're grabbing these a little close. Ah, crap. Okay. Oh, ah, shit. Okay. Should still be fine. Have to put these last 3 cherry tomatoes. We're gonna have to place these very strategically. Far so good. One last one. Shit. Hate making bug sandwiches. I mean, the good news is, like, we're close to the end of the month. I'm gonna be getting more, I'm gonna be getting more salty Herba Mystica at that point. Okay, still Sparkle Power level 3, which is good. Bugs me that Illumise doesn't seem to be as common as Volbeat. Now let's go to the apple field. I still got that outbreak. Because it's still nighttime, hopefully that also means I can try to find Illumise afterwards. Back to the outbreak area. Alright. Crap baskets. Oop. Hang on, gotta put my mic on mute. Sorry about that. I'd take a phone call. Okay. Not seeing anything here. I'm gonna double back for a second. I feel like I should have given Werewolf something harder the way, you know, the way they were making fun of me like that, or the way it seemed like they were making fun of me or whatever. Yeah, try to be nice and they're just acting like assholes. I hate it when that happens. Now, that might not have been their intention. They might have just, you know. But I don't know. It's text, right? When you're posting in text, you have to be extra careful with what you're saying, because it's very easy for someone to read things the wrong way. Granted, not the worst person I've had to deal with on YouTube. I remember back when I was in my multi-streaming days, back before I went to Twitch for a bit. I was I had a kid who kept insisting on trying to plug his YouTube channel on in my chat. He started by saying, like, oh no, hey, I want to do a collab with you. It's like, no, I'm not interested. And then he just started posting in all caps, come to my channel and check out my Fortnite vids. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're fucking gone. I try to be polite as possible, but sometimes, you know. Sometimes it's on me, sometimes I get fed up and I'm not really in the mood to deal with stuff. And sometimes it's somebody who pushes that button just a little too much. And then sometimes you just get someone who makes a rude comment, like, almost immediately going in. Like, what was it? I had one guy on Twitch. The only thing he posted in my channel was, so, you ever consider just not playing Pokemon and getting a real job, as if I don't have a job and this is not just something I do on the side? Well, the point I'm trying to make here is people on the internet can be real fucking assholes. Remember, I was talking to my mom's cousin about it. My mom's cousin has, he has Asperger's, so he's, you know, he doesn't go much on the internet unless he's watching, like, cooking videos or that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's pronounced Asperger's or Asperger's, but you know, like I told him, like, you know, he asked me how the streaming was going, because he occasionally checks in on the family on Facebook. And I just told him, you know, it's fun. Sometimes you got to deal with people who are a bit ruder than you'd like them to be, or who are a bit ruder than need be, but you know. You gotta take it in stride and stuff, right? Now, I remember, what was it? There was one person, I remember, where somebody, where the only thing they ever posted in my chat was, what did you say to me, you little shit? And I'm like, okay, where the fuck did that come from? I gave them a chance to explain themselves, they said nothing, so I banned them. And here's the thing about me when it comes to the ban hammer too. Like, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but if they, you know, there are certain phrases, if I see them immediately, I'm gonna ban you. But yeah, you know, just don't be that guy. That's all I'm saying. Don't be that person. Or don't post something that's gonna make me label you as that person. No? Yeah, what you say. That's all you gotta do, right? You know, like, I kind of wish YouTube had this as a feature. That it's a feature that Twitch has with their chat, where before you post in someone's chat for the first time, they'll show you a list of the rules and stuff. I used to have, like, this extensive list that I just kind of narrowed down to, don't be a dick. Because people were complaining, oh, you have too many rules on your Twitch chat. Like, number one, my chat. I don't want to fucking, you know, I don't want to see people spamming the fucking N-word or something, or trying to, you know, say stuff like, oh, you should do this or this or this. Right? Okay, okay, so there's a point I'm gonna have to take a quick little break here, because I've just gotta help my my family bring some stuff in, and then I'll but it's not for a bit. Probably not till like closer to 10 o'clock. And to be perfectly honest, I'm overdue for a break. I've kind of been going non-stop for a bit. That's a very important thing. Anyone who's, you know, looking to start streaming and stuff, always make sure you make sure to take breaks every now and then. Number one, stretch your legs. Number two, maybe use the facilities, get something to drink, and also, a very important thing, you know, obviously, give your eyes a break, right? Looking at screens like this for extended periods of time, not great. I sound like an old fuck. I know. I sound like really old when I'm saying stuff like that, but it's honestly something you probably should, you know, consider if you ever get into streaming, right? Heck, even when I was doing video editing here on YouTube, when I used to post reviews and abridged videos and stuff, because like there's some, I don't know how many of my subs from here, you know, ever saw the YouTube videos and everything, but yeah, there would be times where, you know, I would take breaks because, you know, gotta give my eyes a rest or something. It's a combination of things. It's apparently the light that a lot of monitors can emit isn't great for the eyes. Now, granted, a lot of modern glasses have they can put in filters to deal with what's known as blue light, which is, again, not great for the eyes. But, you know, it's still a good idea to take that break. Just, you know, give your eyes a chance to adjust and stuff. It's also part of the reason why, like, when I was a kid, there were a lot of whenever I get like a video game console or something, or even when I got my first Game Boy, which was a Game Boy Color, shows you how old I am. The instructions on there said, you know, don't sit like right up against the screen. Don't, you know, make sure you're playing in a well-lit room. Like, the whole idea was, you know, you want to give your eyes, you don't want to strain your eyes too much, right? This thing. Okay. Where the hell? I actually want to start, I think after this sandwich is done, and after I take my little break, I might get into some team prep stuff for regionals. Because I'm going to be taking part in Toronto's regional VGC championships at the end of October. And I gotta start getting a team together for that. Plus, you know, with Ranked Battle Regulation E around the corner, like that's starting up next Sunday. That's also something that I want to start preparing for. I can't even say I'm convinced that shiny Sawaddle doesn't exist, because I definitely found one in this game before. Having a really bad luck with the bug types in particular. Also, it's possible I might have burned out my shiny luck for the day when I got shiny Metadite in Pokemon Go and the last 2 shiny Tatsugiri forms I needed, because a recent update with the recent update that came with the DLC is that stuff like the Tatsugiri raids, the Florges raids, and the Tauros raids aren't just locked to a specific type now. Like, in Violet, you can get the water fighting, the Aqua form Tauros, and you can also get the or in Violet or in Scarlet you could get the flame form Tauros. Or like because with Paldean Tauros, it's got 3 different forms. It's got pure fighting, water fighting, and fire fighting. Or like with Tatsugiri, you could get, normally it was just, before the DLC, whenever you saw a Tatsugiri outbreak, it would be locked into what's known as the Curly form, which was the orange one, which was the one that's normally orange, but then the shiny one looks like it's got, like, mud on top of it or something. Instead, no matter what icon you saw there, like, it could be the what's known as the droopy form, which is the pink one, or the stretchy form, which is the yellow one, normally. But now, the form you see representing the outbreak is the form you can hunt. So I got a, find them. I got a shiny stretchy form Tatsugiri, and a shiny droopy form Tatsugiri. And I color match the Pokeballs, too. That's something I've started doing in the game now, instead of just going after quick balls every time. Like, these are the last few ones I've gotten. And the rest of these are, like, you know, from other games. It's been about 20 minutes, but since the time is the greatest, so. I see that. I thought I heard like a. Oh, it's just Grace. It's just my dog Grace. I heard someone come in that might be my younger brother, because he was at our local fall fair for with some friends. All right, how much time I got left? 14 minutes. There are some other Pokemon I could try to hunt in this game, but not really going to yet. The Poltergeist line, the Poltergeist and Sinistcha, are 2 that I'm. Oh look, a Poltergeist. Not shiny though. The shiny Poltergeist, the black on its teapot turns green, if I remember correct, which is so weird because that's one of those Pokemon that requires an item to evolve, and it takes the form, and you know. Oh, the Ogre Clan. Yeah. Apparently, there's a glitch in this game where certain Oh, it's no, it's yeah, it's morning. So we're not going to see as many, the Volbeat and the Illumise are going to start phasing out their spawns. Illumise in particular, I've just been trying to fish for an outbreak with her, because there's a way you can reset for outbreaks of certain Pokemon. The problem is Volbeat and Illumise also only spawn in the afternoon and at night. There's only like I want to say 40-minute window, maybe like 35-40 minutes where you can hunt them. Because, like, if I remember correctly, the night cycle is about a half hour, and then each cycle of day is about 5 minutes. It's about 5-10 minutes each, I want to say. Yeah, about I want to say about 40 minutes. Maybe 45 minutes, because I think. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna quickly head up to a spot where there's not a lot of encounters, and I'm gonna take a quick little break. I'll see you in a bit. Sorry about that, we're back. Oh, that was the wrong thing. Oh well. Okay. She wants to play. Anyways. 2 minutes left on the sandwich. Sure. Race. You should be in bed, you know. Alright, 15 seconds, let's see if we can... It's daytime now, so there won't be any Illumise or Volbeat to work with. I'm pretty much just stuck with what I have now on this bug sandwich. Alright, Loyalty Plaza. Back down we go to the apple orchard. As you can see, we're starting to get a lot less, that's a ferret. Huh. Getting a lot less bug spawns, because they're gradually starting to phase out the pure bug spawns now that my sandwich is almost done. That's a spinner rack. Now there's still gonna be a lot of Sawaddle spawning around here because that's what my outbreak is right now, or one of my outbreaks is. But yeah, I'm at the point in the day where it's a bit I'm a bit too close to the end of the day cycle to try to reset for spawns, especially considering the only other bug type I can go for right now won't spawn until nighttime, and still a ways away from that. That's fine. Alright, so... a stream like this I would have normally gone like 4 hours, but I think I'm gonna cut it off at 11 tonight. We're gonna be back here tomorrow anyways for some more shiny hunting, but be live at 5 instead of 4, or instead of 8. Okay, let's head over to this grass right here. And yeah, sandwich is done. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna head to Masui Town for a second. I just need to use the facilities, and then I'm gonna work on some team prep for my Reg E team / possible regionals team, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we're back. And... so right now, these are two of the Pokemon I'm seriously considering. They'd have to be on their own team, so... either Unagi, my competitive Adrenaline Orb, Milotic, or Empoleon, my competitive Room Service. Or, well... it's got a competitive in Room Service. In fact, I gotta change his nickname real quick. Let's call him Percy. After Percy Jackson, son of Poseidon. So Percy or Unagi are my options. I've also got my Ogerpon here. I've got another Ogerpon in another box, but... like here. Let's quickly... let's actually quickly jump to that box. That is box 17. Where's Saitama? Saitama would be here, I think. Snuggles. No, that's Saitama. That's Mr. Snuggles. Jin? We'll put Jin over here. The one thing I would be considering with Saitama here would be to... what? EV trained? No, not EV trained. Be putting Saitama alongside Unagi for a Tailwind team alongside Razor. Because there's no sense running both Milotic and Rapid Strike Urshifu. I don't want to run Saitama alongside Percy unless I can get a Ghost type in alongside them as well. Which I could technically do. I could do Saitama, Grogu, Percy, Beth, Usagi, and there's still another slot there. Suppose I could also run Razor on that team. Then there's not much of a Trick Room mode. That's what worries me. Also, a lot of special attackers, not a lot of physical attackers. Don't put Beth on that team. Or we put Beth on this team alongside Razor. We find a slower Trick Room user. And I suppose instead of Saitama, I could do King Gambit. I have a King Gambit. Find it. There she is. King Gambit here for our Trick Room mode. Or we put King Gambit here for our Trick Room mode, and we have a more dedicated Trick Room team here. That's two Steel types. I've already got enough of a fighting weakness. I think we'll figure it out more as we get kind of go along, but a lot of stuff still need. I'm gonna make some TMs. What I can craft. Whatever I can craft right now. I can make Mud Slap, Fire Fang, Ice Fang, Sky Beam, Low Kick, Water Pulse, please. Got enough Icy Wind TM, so I don't really need those right now. Dark Cutter, Nightshade, No Strike, Snow Scape, Fling, Brick Break, Air Slash, Rain Punch. Playing a Waterfall TM. A lot of these later TMs I don't really need so much of right now. Hyper Voice would actually be nice. I'll only make one though, because I don't have enough Litleo Tufts. Oh. Encore Flamethrower. I have one Flamethrower TM. Helping Hand, Fire Blast, Fire Pledge. Nah, the Pledge moves are unnecessary. Earthquake I can make exactly one. Stone Edge I don't need. Overheat I don't really. Draco I don't need too much of. Close Combat I'll make a couple. Just in case. Hyper Beam's not gonna do me much good. Terra Blast, Roar Charge, Spike, Toxic. I don't really need a hell of a lot of. Haze I'll make one Haze TM. Just think that requires Feebas scales for gravity. I don't know if I'm gonna use gravity, but Rock Smackdown I don't need. Vacuum Wave I need some Riolufers for that. Focus Punch not really helpful. Crash no. High Horsepower maybe. Would be good for Rillaboom. Actually, that's something I could put on a team. Weather Ball, make two. Yeah, make two Weather Ball TMs. Grassy Glide. I can only make one because I need C-Dot stems for that. Fire, probably Fire Spin. Burning Jealousy. Ooh. Maybe that could come in handy, so I'll make one extra one just in case. Oh, no, I don't want to teach that to anyone. Poltergeist. That could come in handy, but I need Litwick Soot for that. Or Wing Beat. Maybe? I'll hold off on that. Actually, I'll make it for now. I'll make one just as a kind of break glass in case of emergency. That's Scald? That's Flip Turn. Veluza. I need to knock out a lot more Veluza for that. But it's so weird, the Flip Turn... All the supplies I needed to make it as a TM been available for a while, but I couldn't... But it wasn't made a TM until later. Scale Shot. Maybe? Maybe I'll make one just in case. That fairy move. Misty Explosion. Okay, what do I need for Scald? Let's put it by number. Water. Turn, Hydro Pump, Water Pledge, Skull. I need Slowpoke Claws for that. I'm gonna go find me some Slowpokes for a bit. Slowpoke, I believe, spawn just near the water, so I'm like right near a Slowpoke spawning area. I need some Litwick Soot as well for Poltergeist. Exactly does Slowpoke spawn? Does it spawn anywhere near here? If it doesn't, I'll have to go back to, I'll have to go back to Paldea for that. I don't think it spawns here. I'll have to go back to Paldea for that. But I can get Litwick Soot right now. Well, I can't get it right now because it's daytime, but... Actually, I can get it right now because there's a Terra Litwick, there's a Terra Lampent right here. That always spawns. Right there. That is where there's a Terra lamp. Go fight that. Oh, let's see what its Terra type is. Terra grass, okay. Well, that's fine. Because honestly, Shadow Ball will do enough to break the Terra. Because unfortunately, you can't Oko Terra Wild Terra Pokemon. It's also weird that it didn't attack that turn. But that's enough Litwick Soot, I think. That's more than enough. Alright, let's go back to Paldea real quick. Know that Slowpoke spawns here around Casseroya Lake, so I think that's gonna be the target. And also, I gotta remember to move my Rillaboom over to one of those teams, because I think Rillaboom could come very much in handy on either team, realistically. Oh, there's a Slowpoke right there. Was a Slowpoke. Yeah, it's right there behind the hiding behind the Tropius. Alright. Fly to the nearest Pokemon Center. Made. Scald is what I needed for that. I mean, I have more than one, but... Face, I need you to sit, please. And Water Pulse. Really only useful if I'm using Technician Pokemon. Same with Psybeam. Thief, not super helpful. Area Lace, unless I'm using Technician, then. Icy Wind, I'll make a couple. Never know. Flame Charge, Rock Tomb. Oh Sweet Air Cutter, Fling, Nightshade. Art Strike. Yeah, not much else I can really craft right now. But... my Rillaboom. There he is. There's Niles. I can't do Beth and Grogu on this team. Grogu there. With Grogu and Razor here, I think that gives me some options, but there's not much in the way of a Trick Room mode with this team. That's what worries me. Like, there's Niles, who's fine in some cases, but... do this for now. Move Grogu, Beth, and these two back up here for now. I suppose there's always Infernape. If I really wanted a Fire, Water, Grass Core, but I don't know how well Infernape would do ranked. King Gambit would probably still be the best for Trick Room, but I don't know. I mean, we can figure it out as we go. Let's go back to Kami for now, and I've only got another half hour. I don't want to head back on the ladder tonight, to be honest. I also don't want to end a half hour early. So, just trying to think like what else I need to hunt from. I don't think like what else I would need to hunt from. I suppose I could just do the 6-star dens for now. Got a 6-star ghost den over here, so let's go take care of that. Maybe grind out some terror shards, because I do need those. I might need those. Actually, now that I think about it, Iron Hands might be a suitable option for, Oh jeez, I just realized I forgot to post my schedule for this week on my Discord. Okay, Terra, Ghost, Dusk Noir. Okay, I'll be honest, I don't have much of an answer for that. I don't have any Dark Terra type Pokemon besides this Zoroark, who hasn't been EV trained. I mean, I've got plenty of ghost types, but they're not going to do a whole lot of damage. I mean, I've got my Chen-Pao. I could try Chen-Pao. See how that works. Actually, maybe if instead of Sagi, I use... I think Dust Noir can set Trick Room. I think Dusclops can set Trick Room. Let's see how much this... Hopefully this Dust Noir doesn't know any fighting type moves. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem. Will-O-Wisp. Balls. I mean, thankfully, the good thing about Chen-Pao's ability is that it does drop, it does drop every Pokemon's defense, including its own. It's got Dark Pulse, which ain't gonna do shit. So that's at least good. One more Sword Stance, and then we go for the Throat Chop. See how much that does. Ice Punch, not gonna do much, even with my own defense drop. Gravity, ooh, well, that just means that moves aren't gonna miss. Throat Chop, see how much this does, even with the burn. Not a lot. Alright, so I have to risk a heal cheer here. I hope it doesn't do like a status effect roar. Hello. Chop. Okay. Again, still not a lot, but it's manageable. Problem are going to be those burns. Face. Sit still, please. Spite. That's also a problem. Like, basically, I'd have to hope for a crit here. should be able to terrestrialize soon, though. Oh, look at that, I can terrestrialize. Icicle Crash. Since gravity's still in effect, this won't miss, and it'll do a hell of a lot of damage, even with the burn. That's actually quite a bit, all things considered. So that's gonna be... not much, actually. Alright. Go for a throat chop here. I don't wanna go for a heal cheer on the off chance it decides to roar and undoes me. Undoes my sword stance. Undoes my sword stances. We're gonna go for another Icicle Crash here. Should at least break the shield. Have to heal cheer here. Oof, that was unlucky with that freeze. Throat chop should take it out from here. Yep. All right. Cool. Sorry, Gracie. Goodbye. Let's see what the load is for that. Got a bottle cap. That's not too bad. And we got those extra Terra shards, which... Ghost Terra is not the greatest, but something. Let's head back to Paldea real quick, because there's another 6-star den that I haven't done here yet. 6 stars, star. Plus the Iron Moth event is going on right now. Psychic Den, looks like that's our only 6-star, which I guess is proof that the Mewtwo event's done now. At least for now. There's a good chance they could revisit it. But I think they're probably going to start phasing in the Sinnoh starters. Since those are transferable now. Who knows, they might start gradually phasing in the rest of the starters too. Yeah. Okay. Ow. Oh, I gotta charge my controller. And I'm gonna... Okay, be right back. I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm gonna switch my controller and let this one charge. So this one right here is the one I'm gonna be probably bringing with me to Toronto. This shirt. I'm more comfortable with the GameCube style controller, to be perfectly honest, but I'm fine with trying to get accommodated to this one. Because I don't know if they'll... I don't know why. I'm not sure they would let me use the GameCube controller. Or the GameCube style controller. Even though it's officially licensed by Nintendo. It's a Hori controller, so they're usually a good partner with Nintendo. Haxorus. Psychic type Haxorus. Again, I don't really want to bring One Piece in on this. Because it's going to have Earthquake. Could bring my Caesar. Not Terra Bug, though. I don't want to bring Chien-Pao to this one. Flatterhar could work. My Fluttermane. I'm going to try Annihilate. See how that works out. Because I can set up and I can potentially build up Rage Fist's power with this guy. Because it won't know any Psychic type moves. I don't know if it'll have any Dark type moves it has will be neutral due to Annihilate's fighting type. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a couple of bulk ups on Nerve. Okay. Not Mold Breaker. Not Rivalry. Let's go bulk up. Outrage. That's not good. Bulk up again. One more bulk up should do the trick. I'll throw a Screech and then start firing off Rage Fists. Got the confusion, that's good. Breach. That must have been. Oh, that wasn't a crit. Okay. That's interesting. Number one, it's interesting that it's still poisoned. And number two, it's interesting that that did more. Ooh, god damn. Confused again, which means it's probably about to roar again. But the shield's up, so that's potentially a problem, but also probably not that big a deal. Not confused. So it's always gonna roar when it uses confusion. I don't want to. I'm not gonna be able to terrestrialize yet, but I don't want to try to set up. Faster, that's bad. Shit. They're gone for either a defense or a heal cheer. Gonna be confused, but it's gonna roar. And I... Ugh. I don't want to set up, but I know that Outrage is going to do a lot. Have to bulk up. Oh, wow. Shit. That did a lot. Alright, James, have a good night, bud. Thanks for the lurk. I very much appreciate it. I got a heal cheer here. Shit. What's gonna roar here? It always roars. Damn it. this thing, I really do. Okay, I'm gonna try a plan B. Maybe it doesn't have Earthquake. Go straight for the Rage Fist, fuck it. I've taken enough hits that I don't need the boosts anymore, I don't think. No, not enough. It's not gonna... Fusion means jack shit in these, apparently. That's it. But by the time my timer runs out, I'm pretty sure I might be able to barely get off one last Rage Fist. Why does it take so long? God damn. Battle. Rage Fist, go. Oh, shit. Might not be enough. Oh! Ooh, that close. Two ability patches, that's actually nice. Let's minimize the outbreak stuff. I'm gonna see what tomorrow's outbreak is, and then, I don't know, we'll figure it out from there. Alright, let's head back to Kitakami, I think. Much else I can do right now here. I'm not even gonna bother making a sandwich. I'll do one last pass of the apple orchard, a couple more passes of the apple orchard, then I'm gonna call it a night. It's nighttime. That's good to know. Ooh, holy shit, there's a pack of Applin over there. Luciana. There's a Bellsprout for some reason. Bellsprout's another one I can hope for an outbreak for. Because I'm trying to think off the top of my head what in the Kitakami decks. Let's actually take a look at this for a sec. Let's clarify what in the Kitakami decks we still need as shiny. So, Spinarak, Ariados, done. Yanmayan Mega, done. Wooper Quagsire, done. Done, done, done. Illumise is one we need. We need a Sawaddle. Need a Bellsprout. Finish out that line. I'd like another Applin because I'm convinced Dipplin might have another evolution. Might have an evolution in the Indigo Disc. We're done with all of these. Done with all these. Poltergeist and Sinistra, but I want to wait until October to hunt these. What else is there from this DLC to be? Feebas. Feebas is one, but I might wind up having Masuda for that one. Tynamo. Kind of a pain in the ass to hunt, but yeah, that's another one I would need. If I can find a a red stripe basculin, but that's only in Paldea that I could do that. Yeah, there's not much left from this dex, and a lot of them are very time sensitive. Alright. Actually, wait. Drop a quick save real fast. I'll knock out as many of these, Waddle as I can, see if that changes the spawns. Dude, come on. Dude! What the hell? Spinnerack. Right there, come on. Getting the Sawaddle leaves is at least good, because there might be some moves I'd like to get that would require some TMs I'd like to craft that require Sawaddle leaves. I don't know what, but something. Also got Fomantis. Okay, the fact that Fomantis is starting to spawn makes me think it's almost morning. Right there, man. Hit with the friggin' gum. Guess that would be more of a gum punch. Yes, I have been watching One Piece. Why do you ask? Okay, outbreak's done. Nothing. That's fine. Back One Piece. Oh, a random Pichu. Okay. Well... Again, I don't really want to gate swapping shenanigans, but through it. Let's see. Let's do a date skip, see outbreaks. Well, I say date skip, I'm not really skipping the date. Pachirisu, Wooper, Perlia. Another 6-star Dark Den. Also, Jiangmoo. That 6-star Den. I think that'll be it for tonight. I'm actually surprised none of the event 5-star dens are showing up. Or sorry, the event Paradox dens. Hopefully they're not as buggy and broken as the Iron Tread Great Tusk dens were. Where there was supposed to be you were getting a none item for something that was supposed to, for like what was supposed to be like the craftable items, which for the crafting items, which Paradox Pokemon don't drop. Hyper Potion, nice. Alright, what are you? You're a Dark type. You are Apom, or Ambipom. Okay. That's an easy one, because that's what Iron Hands is for. Excuse me. Ooh, there we go. I low-key love Ambipom. Just because it's one of those Pokemon that can really use one of my favorite strategies, which is multi-hit moves in combination with Skill Link and a King's Rock. Alright, with Belly Drum turn 1, and a Drain Punch should take the... well, probably won't take it out, but it'll do some serious damage. As long as I don't get frozen, which I didn't, thankfully. Drain Punch. That did nothing! That didn't do much either, though. That's a bulky-ass Ambipom. Oh, you son of a bitch. Well, now I have to Belly Drum again. Okay. Rain Punch. Fire Punch. Oh god, don't burn me. God. Because a burn would be bad. A freeze can eventually remove itself. A burn I would have to use a heal cheer to get rid of. Actually, this would have been a good place to have a Guts Hariyama. Like every time I do any sort of damage, it immediately roars and gets rid of my boost. This little shit's really starting to piss me off. Drain Punch won't unfortunately take as much health back this time, but it's something. I'm just gonna Terrastalize, because I should be able to Terrastalize now. Wait. Goodbye. God, how crazy the vibrate is on this King Kong. Sweet. That took longer than necessary, but we got it. That's all that matters. Bottle cap and some Dark Terra shards. Very nice. And a PP up. Sweet. Alright. And I think that's pretty much going to be it for tonight. I won't bother with any more date resets here. But I am going to... You know, I'm not going to resync the time yet. I'll go ahead and drop a save here. But that, like I said, is going to be it for us for... Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong thing. That is going to be it for us for tonight. So, with all that out of the way, thank you all so much for joining in. If you would like to follow me on social media or join my awesome Discord community, links as always are in the chat. Wait, oh, is it socials? It's socials. Okay. Links, as always, are in the chat. I will be back tomorrow afternoon for some more shiny hunting. So, with all that out of the way, until next time, I am Kira Kennedy. Thank you all so much for joining in, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace!